Hi everyone, I am Aram. Today we will learn how to use Excel in 11 minutes. Like, comment, and subscribe to support me. When you open Excel, you can create a blank workbook or choose a template by clicking More Templates. I'll create a blank workbook. Each workbook has at least one sheet. Each of these rectangles is a cell and have a name that consists of column letter and row number, which are written in the name box. For example, this is cell F4. Range is collection of cells. Each range is described from the upper left corner of the range to lower right corner. For example, this range is C1 through F6. At, at the bottom right is the zoom slider. If I drag it to the right, it zooms in on the spreadsheet. If I drag it to the left, it zooms out on the spreadsheet. You can also use Ctrl key and scroll mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out. To enter data, I select cell A1 and type 1. Then tap Enter. 2, Enter. 3, Enter. 4, Enter. For repetitive tasks, you can use the Fil Handle or Autofill Handle to detect pattern and extend pattern. Select the range you want the pattern to extend. Then click and drag down the green square at the lower right corner of the range. I type in the names of employees. Edit the cell by double-clicking it and move with arrow keys. Pressing Enter, move to the lower cell. And pressing Shift-Enter, move to upper cell. With Tab, you can move to the right cell. And with Shift-Tab, you can move to the left cell. I type in the hourly wage of William. Use the Tab key and type in the hours William worked this month. Use Ctrl+C to copy and Ctrl+V to paste. Here is the repeating pattern of the number 10. I use Fil Handle to extend pattern. You can delete the contents of a cell by pressing the Delete key. If you want to delete everything including formatting and contents, click this button on the Home tab in the Editing group, then click Clear All. I press Ctrl+Z to undo that. For Insert Row or Column, right-click on Row or Column and then click Insert. The shortcut key to insert a row or column is Ctrl+. Click on A1 and type in Employee ID. And use Tab to move to the cell B1 and type in the name. I go to the cell 1 and type in the hourly wage. I go to cell D1 and type in hours worked. I go to cell E1 and type in taxable income. To resize columns or rows, click and drag or double-click between the column letters or row numbers. I want to quickly increase the hourly wage. I need to go to the Home tab, Editing group, click the magnifying glass, and click Replace, or use Ctrl-H shortcut. I search for 10 and replace it with 15, and click Replace All. I go to File, and click on Options, and go to Proofing, and go to Autocorrect Options. And for example, I replace EL with channel name. Now if I type EL, it automatically replaces with the channel name. You can cut with Ctrl X and paste with Ctrl V. To move cells, select the cells and click on H and drag. Every formula starts with equal sign. C2 multiplied by D2. Using cell references is better than using numbers because the formula is dynamic. For example, if I change C2 or D2, the taxable income changes. When you have a table, double-click on the green square to use Fil Handle. Out of Fil Handle, use relative cell reference. Now I want to calculate the amount of tax paid. The tax rate is 8%. William taxable income multiplied by tax percentage. Now if I use the Fil Handle and relative reference, the formula results are wrong. Using F4, I use an absolute reference to keep the tax percentage constant. To auto sum, go to the Home tab, Editing group, and click this button. Or use Alt = shortcut key. I use autofill. I use average function. The count function counts cells in a range. The max function returns the highest number. The min function returns the smallest number. If you are interested in learning functions, you can watch the formulas and functions tutorial video on my channel. On the Home tab and the Number group, you can change the general format to currency. I can change the format for taxable income to accounting. To bold the row of headings, I select the row, go to the Home tab, Font group, and click the bold icon. Or use Ctrl B shortcut. I can center the titles and change the background color or font color of the row. For create the chart, first select the range and then use Alt F1 shortcut. Click on the chart and in the Chart Design tab, change the chart type or add chart element. You can print with Ctrl P. You can fit sheet on one page. If this video was helpful, like, comment and subscribe.